Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Happy Bringling. Namaste, my dear friends. Today we are going to talk about a secret. A secret which is called as startup secret, and why foreign investors took India's wealth. And this is a specialized topic for men of legacies Sundays. Because when we talk about the startup secret, you as a corporate IT professional, NRI, investors, any men seeking financial freedom and purpose have missed this. This is something I want to talk about, which most of us feel deep inside, but rarely admit aloud. We miss something really, really big. In the last decade, India has become the third largest startup ecosystem, third largest. Over 100 unicorns were born here. Names we use every day: Zomato, Flipkart, Ola, Paytm, Swiggy. But here is the uncomfortable truth. The wealth they created, the billions of dollars they generated, didn't stay in India. They went to foreign investors. Not because they were smarter. You are more smarter than Indian men are more smarter than anyone else. And that is proven. I don't have to prove that. Because they believed before we did. But that's the only difference. The opportunities we lost. While we were saving for small investments in ULIPs, FDs, even gold, they were funding, the foreign investors were funding the dreams that now define our economy. Brothers, the world saw potential in our Bharat, but we didn't see it ourselves. And let's admit that. Let me ask you this question. How many of us bought from Flipkart, but never thought of investing in it, right? How many of us have used Zomato for food delivery, but never imagined owning a small piece of its success? It's not our fault entirely. I won't blame on you. For decades, we were taught to work for money, not with it. Not making money work for you. We were taught to find jobs, but not creating wealth. We were taught to save, not to invest. We were taught to fear risk, but not to understand it. And that mindset, brothers, cost us trillions, not just billions of dollars. Because while we were playing safe, someone else was playing smart. While we were working so hard, we earning salaries, someone else was earning equity and humongous profits. While we build their empires with our time and effort, they build wealth from our dreams. But here is the truth, my dear friends. It's not too late yet. I said yet. Because the next wave or even waves of next 100 unicorns are coming. A wave not just of startups, but of social impact, skills, sustainability, and self-reliance. India is standing at the threshold of Vision 2030 and Vision 2047, when we will mark 100 years of independence. And the question is not, can India do it? The question is, will we, the men of this generation, rise to do it? Because the world is again looking at Bharat. We are young, we are skilled, we are hungry. But this time, we must not sell our dreams cheap. This time, we must not let others own our destiny. This time, the wealth of India must stay in India. A foreign investor invested 10 lakh rupees in Zomato in 2010, took 224 crores in 2021 in just 11 years' time when the IPO came. And Indian investors, when they got the opportunity, they lost 2 lakh crores in a single day, more than 50% of their wealth. But it all went outside because 90% of those 100 unicorns were funded by foreign investors. Brothers, this is not just about money. Money is just a byproduct. This is about meaning. This is about whenever startups succeed, jobs multiply. When innovation thrives, our youth finds purpose. When social venture grows, our children gets future. Every startup that grows in India reduces unemployment, increases dignity, and creates ripple effects of change. And that is why Mission Zero was born. Mission Zero Unemployment, which was the phase 1 or volume 1, so that every youth in Bharat finds opportunity through innovation and skill. We started this mission in 2021 and formalized this in 2022. 15th August 2021, we took the Financial Freedom Pledge, and 26th January 2022, we launched this movement under the banner of Sone ki Chidiya ko Jagao. Now on 26th January 2026, after 4 years, we are launching the volume 2, Mission Net Zero, so that our growth does not harm the planet, but heals it. And that's why the total Mission Zero all about. And together this lead to what I call the awakening of golden bird, Sone ki Chidiya ko Jagao, because this golden bird is not in our history. It's in our potential. It's in the millions of men like you, engineers, managers, consultants, coaches who have built wealth for others. Now it's time to build it for your country, for your family, for your legacy. You know, I know what it feels like to give everything to your job, your loyalty, your time, your youth, only to realize that one decision can make you dispensable overnight. I have lived that moment. I had handled deals worth $100 million. I had corporate respect, power, position. But when the company cut cost, I became a line item for them. Gone. In a second. That's when I asked myself, if I can create wealth for corporates, why cannot I create it for my country? If I can make shareholders rich, why can't I make my people free? That moment changed me forever. Because I realized the problem is not that we don't have opportunities. It's that we stopped believing we deserve them. They thought that I will break down. And yes, I was broke for almost 7 years. Had tough times. Lost 7 businesses in 7 years. With 4 crores of debt. And then eventually over a period of last 5 years, I initially became debt-free, job-free initially, then became debt-free, then became financially free, and now working towards a long-term wealth generation. But you have to focus on all the aspects of risk management, financial freedom fund, before realizing you're working towards $1 billion dream. So brothers, the next time you see a startups rise, don't just scroll through the news. See a reflection in it, because that's your country's potential. That's your child's future. That's your legacy. We missed the first 100 unicorns, but the next 100 or 200, they belong to us. And the time is very short. Because by 2030, we are expecting to get 280, 300 plus unicorns. Right now, we are running at around 120 plus. But this time, not to foreign investors, not to global funds, but to Indians with purpose, belief and unity. Let's rebuild Bharat, not just as a startup nation, but as a skills and purpose capital of the world. Let's create wealth, not just for profits, but for people. Let's awaken the golden bird, not from nostalgia, but from vision. Because this is not about startups alone. It's about starting up Bharat again. It's not going to be easy. We always say this Nara, Jai Hind. What is that we are doing for our Hindustan, our Bharatvarsh? Let me start with a story or share another, the story with you that will shake you. 10 lakh investment in Zomato became worth 224 crores in just 11 years. Ola, Flipkart, Paytm, each created billionaires, not for men like us. Who made the money? Foreign investors. What did we do? We laughed, we hesitated, we said, "Ye India mein nahi chalega bhai." But brothers, while we were doubting, others were building generation wealth. And now the question is, will you mix the next 100 unicorns too? Think about it. You worked 20 years in corporate and given maybe $100 million worth of value signed off by CFOs, and yet one day pink slip wiped your stability. That's a fear. That while you are stuck in job insecurity, others are multiplying wealth 100x, 1000x, 2000x. And worse, your children will ask, Papa, why didn't you invest when India was building unicorns? Why were you waiting? Brothers, do you want to say I didn't believe it? Or I acted and this is your legacy, my dear child? What do you want to say? Choice is yours. Now imagine this instead. You invest this once, within a decade, you've created wealth, your job, you could have never given that. That job could have never given you that. You are financially free, no fear of layoffs, you're spending time with family, not chasing EMIs. And your children proudly say, my father backed India's unicorns, my father backed Project Bharatvarsh, my father backed and transformed Bharatvarsh. Because this is not fantasy, it is happening. The only question is, will you be a part of it? This is why we build the dual fund model. So every man, cautious or bold, has a path. Social venture fund, safe legacy builder, invest 50,000 rupees, 1 lakh rupees, 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month, get your capital back in 3 to 5 years time. You get 10 to 20% passive income annually. You get income tax rebates, plus a legacy school in your name. A venture capital fund for a high growth, high reward model. Minimum 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs, 50,000 a month or a lakh rupees a month, which could be very small investment. Invest in India's next 100 unicorns. Get 100x plus potential returns with principal protection and liquidity options. Brothers, this is not about gambling. It is about structured, protected investing with wealth creation at its core. That's what we are talking about. You know, there is an urgency though. For us, there are a lot of opportunities available. I would want you to explore all of that. But if you want to work with us, social venture fund, which we have, the series 1 is capped at 50 lakhs. And the first 15 lakh rupees, which we are raising at the same valuation, is more than 70%, kind of committed or invested. We just left with small amount of money out there. Then we'll be raising another 10 lakh rupees with 75 lakh rupees of valuation. And maybe, if required, we will raise the next 25 lakh rupees as 2x or 3x valuation. But after that, doors close. No opportunity in this particular thing. The next fund will come in with the different options and opportunities. If you're losing this, you're missing a big piece of the entire game. Because the series 1 investors of our venture capital fund have got a really, really big opportunities. Almost it is closed now. Venture, we have raised 1.5 crores plus crores. We have invested in 12 startups. And while we are talking about this, last one ticket is probably remaining, but that is also getting closed. So the funding series 2 is already getting live. There also the allocations will be limited with different benefits and all. It will be only 15-20 crores, so what we'll be raising. And unicorns don't wait for you. They don't slow down. Every day you delay, you lose one more chance at 100x. Brothers, the next Zomato, the next Flipkart, the next Ola is being built right now. The only question is, will you still be a spectator? or will you take an action and be the part of the next wave? Okay, so here's your action plan. Download the free ebook From Job Loss to Billion Dollar Dream. Click the link below in the description and the comments. Book a free one-on-one call with me worth 10,000 rupees free for the first 100 men. Subscribe to Bringle Talks YouTube channel. Every Sunday 4 p.m. IST, we uncover wealth plus legacy secrets. Brothers, don't let your story be I missed it. Make your story I acted, I built, I left a legacy. Jai Hind. That's the real Jai Hind. So to every family in Bharat watching this, if you are an Indian and or an NRI, and your son, father, brother, or any friend who is an Indian or NRI and has especially a man, please share this video with them. Sit together and watch it. Ask them why not be a part of Bharat's billion dollar dream. Because families are not complete when wealth and legacy stays abroad. They are complete when they come back home. Brothers and sisters, this is your moment. 1 lakh Indians and NRIs, 10,000 crores, 100 unicorns, 1 billion lives transformed. We lost the first wave. We cannot afford to lose the second. Don't let history repeat. Be the NRI who funds India's future, not just watches it. Excuses kills dreams. Actions build legacies. 100x your growth in just 10 minutes a day. Dare to dream big or die wondering what could have been your billion dollar dream. Awaken the golden bird hidden inside each of you before it's too late. Click the Man of Legacy link in the description and comment. Let's talk one-on-one in a non-obligatory call. Ask me anything. Let's explore how you can be part of this movement. Know yourself, rise and shine, and transform yourself into the leader. And subscribe to Bringle Talks YouTube channel. Watch 10 minutes daily at 4 p.m. IST or later at 2x speed and accelerate your journey to financial freedom and purpose 100x faster. Because the future is not about watching Bharat's grow. It's about owning Bharat's growth. And the time to act, my dear friends, is not tomorrow. It is now. Keep bringing, keep growing, and keep spreading the Bringle dream wave. Inspire others to dream big. Help them achieve their billion dollar dream and motivate them to pass it on to at least 3 people in their network. See you next Sunday on the Men of Legacy Bringle Talks. Thank you so much. Keep bringing, keep growing.